I'm Taylor.
And I'm Nicole.
This is the Glitter and Cat Litter podcast. And in this episode,
we talk about my latest obsession.
hold on. Let me stop you right there.
Yes.
It's a surprise. You're going to figure it out. Why is there a bowl with a spoon on here? Did we have cereal? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. If you like it, if you like us, please like, subscribe, sign up. If you want to support us, we have memberships so you can get episodes early and exclusives on the YouTube and on our website, glitterandcatlitter.com. Enjoy.
Glitter and Cat Litter.
Glitter and Cat Litter.
You poured your coffee in the cereal? Oh my gosh, that's probably so good. Are you serious? Are we recording? This better be on camera.
I'm not joking.
Can I taste it? Oh, that's going to sound so terrible on camera, though. You got to go away.
I am away.
Or
This
not
is
on camera,
in it.
on the microphone. I'm scared for you to chew. I feel like I'm going to be able to hear it.
Mm-mm. We're good.
Wait, that is such a baller move. Are you serious?
I'm cereal.
You're serious. Oh, it's such a pretty color.
I'm super cereal.
Okay, this cereal is very good. Okay, you're definitely going to be able to hear me.
Well, yeah, get out of there.
Oh. That is so good. Okay, I know you can't have almonds, but that tastes like mocha almond fudge ice cream.
Oh, no, I don't want it anymore.
Mm-mm. That's so good.
Okay.
I'm trying not to chew in the microphone. Hi. Okay, what is that ice cream?
For those
Pecan.
of you listening, I'm eating cereal, but I put my brown sugar shaken oat milk espresso.
Not oat milk. Whole milk.
Oh, you put whole milk in it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my brown sugar shaken espresso in it. And
That is so good.
The cereal's Nature's Path maple pecan.
Crunch.
Yup.
Oh my God, that was so good. That was good. That's a good move.
I like it better without the extra stuff. I like it better with just regular milk because it makes the regular milk really sweet.
But that is good. Wow. I'm impressed. Real impressed.
Take it away.
I forgot what I wanted to talk about. That was so good. Dang it.
This is pretty good.
It's really good. Now I'm just trying to think of what else I could put in cereal. Like coffee wise.
Ice cream?
Oh, yeah.
It kind of tastes like coffee ice cream.
I'm on an ice cream kick recently. And I have to shout out.
That's not new.
No, but for a while I didn't.
You were watching your waistband.
I was watching my waistband.
Yeah, for a minute.
So I stayed away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still, but I can't stay away. I think it's because it's summer.
It's like the meme I saw on the internet. I didn't send it to you. I showed you.
Yeah, it said,
we all have wants and needs. Like, I want abs, but I need this ice cream.
who were we talking about abs with the other day?
Eddie.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We were talking about working on abs, and he was like, "Well, I'll start tomorrow."
Well, he said that he would be fine with a 2-pack.
Yeah. I
mean,
mean,
you got to start somewhere.
yeah. But yeah, I've been on an ice cream kick, and I have to shout out Annie H right now because she just sent me a Handles gift card as a gift, and I'm so excited about it. I received a lot of gifts this week, and I'm very, very grateful and very excited about it. I got gifts, early birthday gifts from 2 different Annies that I teach, and one was a package that had a bunch of fun stuff in it, and I'm looking at the mug right now. It's a butt, and she gave me like this. She gave me 2 pairs of socks, which I'm a sucker for socks and mugs, which is perfection. And yeah, I am not like, that's not my love language, gift giving, but it is very sweet to receive gifts. I feel very loved and I'm very grateful. So thank you to the Annies. What is your love language? I said that really weird. Love language. Coffee.
I don't know. How am I supposed to know? You got cereal stuck in your teeth?
Yeah. Visibly?
No.
Oh, I do want to talk about my teeth too.
I just see you flirting around there.
Flirting.
And, yeah, with your tongue.
Flirting? That's such a good word for that.
I don't know. I guess I would say my time.
Quality time?
Yeah, which most people really don't understand how to appreciate that.
What do you mean?
Like, I guess it's more common that people are more interested in a tangible item.
Oh, okay.
Than specifically like time.
Yeah.
Like people that grasp that like time is important and special, like cool. But then there's plenty of people that they can't grasp that, I guess.
Yeah. I do think that quality time is a big one for me. I don't know. I like all of them. Because like physical touch is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
And I annoy you with that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's not yours, but it is mine.
Mm-hmm. I think you just picked the absolute worst times ever possible for me.
I put my face in his face, and he gets really annoyed. He says, "Get out of my face."
Well, it's always like
in a loving way.
I'm like exhausted or something, and I'm like, I need a knot. And then you're like,
which, when you think about it, a person's face right in your face is very terrifying.
And you're usually like, and I'm like, get out of here. There's too much energy. I don't want
love
it.
you. Gosh,
yeah,
let me
I
love
know.
you.
That's exactly what you say. And I just say, that's great. Just not right now, please.
All you have to do is go.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, because I've done that. And then you want more.
I'm so needy.
Yep. The neediest.
You're needy.
No, I don't need anything.
You need so much listening and so much time.
You signed up for it.
You chose this.
I didn't choose this. You did.
I do think quality time is the biggest one for me. And I do think it's for you too. But I also really like my alone time.
But that's not the same thing though.
I know.
But they're just
you don't
out of context are the same thing. In this context, it's not the same thing.
I thought it was really funny because you went to a bachelor party and all of the wives and girlfriends were in a group chat like, what are you guys doing? Like the boys are gone. And none of us wanted to like spend time with each other. We were all so excited to spend time alone. Which I thought was so funny. It's nothing against you guys. Nothing against you guys. We love you all very much. But we had a lot of fun not having you guys around.
Well, yeah.
You're going to get marks on your forehead.
I'm not pushing.
You already did.
What?
Yeah. You can't
That's
lean
fine.
against a microphone. It's
mesh.
checkered.
It's mesh. It's metal.
I guess so. It is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like it's a debate. People can see the side of it if they're watching the podcast.
Yes, this is true. I finished my trays and I'm very, very happy about it.
To elaborate to people that may not know, your trays are...
So 3 years ago, I started aligner straightening my teeth with aligners. And for the past, I do have a picture of when we put it on, but for the past little bit, I have been trying to get this tooth to come down. And so we did aligners. We revised the aligners, I think twice. And then we did this hook on my tooth with rubber bands to try to pull it down. And that took forever. And finally, he was like, okay, you'll be done with it when you're either over it or the tooth is in place. And I was like, please let the tooth be in place before I get over it.
Right.
Because I haven't done all of this to not finish it. And to preface this, I have had braces. I have had Invisalign. I've done it all, and I've failed at all of it.
There's, wait, were you done with your thought?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I was talking to Ryan, one of the many Ryans.
There are so many Ryans.
And we were talking about learning languages. So
Uh-huh.
I think that should help you narrow down which Ryan it is.
Yeah.
And
Well, actually,
maybe not. But we were talking about it, and we were talking about, well, I guess it was with more than just learning languages, but it was with like, you got to be committed to it. Like you got to be willing to invest in it. Like just checking the box of, like specifically, I can relate to learning a language. I mean, I can relate to a lot of things, but the most glaring is learning like Italian. Just checking the box every day to be like, I did it. You don't really learn anything, and you don't really improve enough to like get you in the direction that you want to be. But like once you start committing and like you really invest in it and you really care, then it actually starts to show up. I noticed that because like I've done both. I've done the checking the box, and then I've done the like fully invest in it. And I really do see a drastic amount of improvement when I fully invest versus when I'm just like, well, I did it.
Well,
you know?
yeah. I mean, that's a good way of putting it for just about anything and everything.
Right. No, but in relation to you saying you had braces before.
Yeah.
And you didn't.
I did all the things.
And you did all the things. You were just checking the boxes before. Now, this time you committed and you're like, no, we're doing this.
Yeah.
So.
And my birthday is coming up and I'll be 32. And the whole thing was that I wanted this all to be in place by my 30th birthday.
You're 32. You're so old. You're like the crypt
the same
keeper.
age as me.
Oh, no. I would never.
32. Wow.
Sorry, I cut you off
sorry.
of you saying that you wanted to be done when you were 30.
It went like a total, if this was a movie, it would have gone like and into another scene. Like
a cheesy sitcom,
100%.
bubbly screen.
That's literally what happened in my brain. Yeah, so the whole idea was that I was going to straighten my teeth. I was going to be super fit. Everything was going to be in place by the time I turned 30. I wanted to be the most fit I had ever been by 30. I do think I accomplished that, but it wasn't where I wanted to be. I'm still not where I want to be, but I have realized that is a longer journey than the year I gave myself or 6 months I gave myself, whatever it was.
Yeah. I mean, same though.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so to start with the teeth, like it's interesting because I did commit to it and I was like, okay, I can do this. I will do this. But then you have to revise along the way. And then like something else comes up that you didn't know, you didn't figure out before. And so you have to change a few things, tweak a few things for that. And then finally the other day was my last appointment. And I basically told him like, okay, we have until this date to get this tooth down. And so my last appointment, he basically took off the safeguards is what he said. And I was like terrified because the whole reason he was going so slow was because he was like, we don't want to go too fast because then your tooth will fall out. And so the whole time, once he took the safeguards off, I was like, is this tooth just going to like fall out of my head? But luckily, no, we're good. But it finally was at a place, and then he realized that my other tooth was slightly chipped, and he was like, okay, hear me out. What if we shave down that other tooth a little bit? And I was like, well, that would make sense because I don't know where that chip came from. Like, I don't know what happened there. And so he shaved that down so that they're more even. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. So he kind of like cheat coded it.
I mean, like, it still could come down more.
I don't know that it will.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it would have if you got a different retainer.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
he has to do the retainer like for me to wear forever.
I wonder if he's gonna do like 2 more, like you get, or like a couple more where you get one where it like turns the tooth a little, because it still feels like it's not quite straight. I mean, it's your teeth, like they look great, but like it like for me, it's like one of those things where it's like still not exactly even.
Yeah.
Which it's never gonna be exact, but
exactly.
But it's still not quite like
it's not perfect.
Yeah.
But he said that going into it. He was like, your teeth are never just based on how my mouth is. Like they're not straight across.
Right. That's like veneers.
He was like, we can make them straight across. And I was like,
just shave them and you're like.
That's what he would do.
Yeah.
He's like, they'll look great, but do you want to do that? And I was like, no, I don't. I actually like when there's like a little bit of imperfection.
Sure.
I prefer that rather than just like full perfect white teeth. Although on camera, full perfect white teeth look fantastic.
Yeah, but also like when you think about it and you watch like a bunch of actors and stuff, it's like the majority of the time they don't have straight perfect white. It's like the straight perfect white teeth. You're like, I don't think your teeth are real.
Yeah.
And then you find out that they're not real because it's like nobody's teeth are like that.
Yeah.
Or you don't even pay attention to it and you're like, wait, do they have good teeth? And they're like, no, their teeth are horrible. And you're like, oh.
That happens a lot.
Right.
Like teeth are not the first thing that I see on people.
No, same. I usually don't care. Well, I don't care very much.
What is the first thing you see?
Mm.
I see eyes. I always know like what color.
I see dead people.
Growing up, a lot of my friends, it was teeth. That was like the first thing that they noticed on people.
I don't think I've ever.
Hair.
I don't know.
Eyes, clothes. Yours is probably clothes.
No. I judge the snot out of your clothes. It just from a distance, though.
That is true. He does.
Honestly, I really don't care that much anymore.
No?
Like, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I just like, I don't care what you're wearing. Usually, if it's like a wild outfit, I'll be like, whoa, that's a choice. You know, whether it's like really nice or really crazy.
I love that.
You know?
I love when people wear like extreme things.
Yeah, that's I don't agree, but that's fine. I don't know. I guess eyes probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to most of the features, nor do I care about much of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's a fair answer. That's like you don't pinpoint one thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess the only thing that I can think about is like me working out so much or like trying to get stronger and thinner and everything. Or I guess thinner is the wrong word. Leaner.
Leaner and stronger.
Yeah. And it's like when I talk to people or anybody about like why, if that question comes up, it's like, it's not even for the vanity of it. It's literally for my own self, like me, like no one else. Like you say anything about it, and I'm like, no, I'm putting a shirt on.
It is very
like
interesting.
I want. It's not for anyone but me. Like it's 100% because I want to feel a certain way, and I want to look a certain way to me, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. Because there's no chance with how much effort this has been. Mm-hmm. There is 0 chance I have the desire to care enough to get to a spot where I look like any of the people on the internet or like any of the actors that do this. Like, there's no way. That's so much more. I've put so much of my life into this.
We got to mark this right here.
No.
Because if in 3 years you are like ripped and huge.
But that doesn't.
We're going to come back to this moment.
I don't even want that.
I thought you were going to go 1, I am ripped.
2, am. 3, I would never like post it on the internet like that or share it like that. Like that's not me anyway.
What if I did for you? What if that became my whole thing?
I mean, I guess you can, but like it doesn't make me feel.
It
makes
doesn't make you feel good.
No, it makes me less interested in doing it. Like it makes me not want to work out. It makes me literally want to be like, nope, I'm done.
I think that's so interesting because that legitimately, like, let's say working out, for example, or any like me fixing my teeth or people working out or whatever it is that you want to do for you. It's like nobody was pointing out that my teeth were messed up.
Right.
Nobody is pointing out that like you didn't have enough muscle. No one cares.
Well, I mean, when I went to like the physical therapist because like my
when your back was messed up and they're like you need to put more muscle on your backs for it to not hurt.
It's like, what? No.
That is so true, but it's like you have to do it for you in order for it to actually happen.
Yeah.
If it is for vanity reasons, that stuff's not going to last.
No. Dude, I mean, look, anybody that's like trying to be healthy or anything, not that I'm trying to be inspirational or anything, but like,
why not?
Honestly, it's not going to come out inspirational.
Oh no. I'm scared.
If you're doing it because you want to look better for other people, you can stop.
You can stop.
I can tell you.
What if I want to do it to look better for you, though?
Yeah, you can keep going. Good luck. I can just say, I guess what I'm trying to say is that the amount of sanity I have had to lose or have not had to push through, and the amount of time I've not had running like on a good level of like consciousness constantly and level of like productivity is probably the wrong word because like, I don't know. I think that's still like a very like polarizing one for me specifically. But like, basically I've been running on fumes at best for, we're in June, since February.
That's insane.
February, March, April, May, June. So we're barking down the 5th month of me truly being on like fumes. Like I can barely make it through a day.
Right.
Like it's not.
And to elaborate on that, like he's not necessarily mentally going insane.
No, yeah. Well,
he's working out a lot more than he ever has.
Yeah. I'm running like I'm running for 20 minutes or 3 miles, whichever comes to my inspiration that day. It's usually 20 minutes.
And today you did even more.
I did 27 minutes.
Yeah. And then
that's the or 3 miles. I didn't make it to 3 miles. I made it to 2 3/4 miles.
Because you had to pee.
I was also hot and tired, but peeing was a good excuse.
And then you did 2 different workouts today, not just one?
Well, yes, but it's no. Yes. The first workout in my situation, my like routine is
your workout plan.
Yeah. Circuit.
Yeah.
Is
he goes to the gym.
In our garage. It's a horizontal push, so it's like chest and triceps and whatever else is included in that.
Yeah.
But I also, because I noticed that my chest was the smallest part of me, that I added that again to my workout 3. So my workout 3 is pull, and because I can't do pull-ups here and we don't have like a lat pull down, I'm doing alternatives to that, but I'm also adding some of the chest so that I've had a couple days of rest for my chest so that I haven't really used those muscles, and then I can go back in. Because if I do it on the vertical push day, I'm like tripling down on using my chest, and then I have like 2 days, and then I'm doing all chest again. I'm like, it's the best time to not go so hard is today.
I recently I've tried a few different workouts, and running has been okay. It's gotten better for me. I feel like running is going really well for you. Like you're not in any pain.
No.
That's great.
No, I mean, my legs have been, and hips and everything have been tighter than ever because I'm running so much. But I feel like that's just part of the, like, I stretch anyway,
Yeah.
but I think it's just part of it until I'm more used to it. Like, and it's
Yeah.
more common because I've only been running for like a little over a month.
Well, things being
So-
like in pain or tight is a very different.
No, it's not pain.
Feeling.
It's just tight. Like, it just,
Yeah.
my legs are tight,
Got it.
honestly. Like, I can't, I'm nearly as flexible, but like rolling out my legs or any of that, they're like always, like my calves are always pretty tight. My quads are always pretty tight.
Yeah.
Like the hip flexors are always a little bit tight. So like I used to be like a little bit more flexible, like crossing my leg and then like leaning over on like a chair or something. And now I can still do it most of the way, but I have to like ease into it to then go because my legs are like, bro, this is too tight. We can't.
Yeah.
It's like my IT bands too, or tighter, I guess.
That makes sense.
It's all literally the muscles I use to run, so it makes sense. Yeah.
But like I've been running like every once in a while, not every day, not every other day because I've been walking a lot. But I need to get back into every other day this next week. I want to get back into every other day.
Full send it, do every day.
I might. But I've added in other workouts like kickboxing and Pilates with weights, and it really
You've done it with weights?
mhm,
Oh, on your ankles?
and
Or on your
the
feet?
little
Oh,
ones.
okay.
That
sounds miserable.
because I left them out for like days.
Oh, that's what that was for.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
you'd be annoyed and
Well, I mean,
move
yeah,
them.
but like
You were
I stretch
annoyed.
out there anyway, so it's whatever.
But it makes such a huge difference when you're doing workouts that are fun or workouts that you like.
I think it's
I don't know
just
if you found those workouts.
me.
Yeah.
I think this is the biggest thing that I've noticed with working out is none of them are ever going to be fun or what you. Well, it's not meant to be easy.
They're not easy, but there are some that are more fun than others, depending on who you are and what you like.
I feel like the most common theme when anybody has talked to me about working out or like brings it up and they're clearly like not someone who works out, or if they do, it's like very, 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 very little, which I can fully relate to because like,
That was you.
I don't know, 14 months ago, that was me.
Yeah.
Which sounds kind of like a lot, but like the entirety of my life was that. And now I've
Yeah.
only had 14 months of not being that. So I can fully
Right.
relate to it. But like, it's just like, you just have to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
You just have to go do it. Like, obviously, if running is not the thing for you, don't go run. But
Right.
like, I can say that having a pair of shoes that you run in versus having a pair of shoes that are meant for you to run in is very different. Like,
Yeah. Oh, it makes a huge difference.
like I love Adidas as a company and as a brand and everything and their styles of shoes and stuff. Like, I love Adidas. And the shoes that I have that are technically running shoes from Adidas don't work for me.
Same.
I ran 2/3 of a mile. Maybe there's other versions. There's other, because I don't have, that shoe is like more meant to be a hype B. It is a running shoe, but it's not a
Street
running
style.
shoe. Yeah. It's like a athleisure shoe more than it is a running shoe, but technically it is. So I was running in it and my legs and body were pissed. But then we went and I got a different pair of shoes. If you care, the brand is Hylo, Hylo. And those are great for me. I ran in them the first time I ran in them. There was any discomfort. There's no discomfort, no pain, no nothing. And I felt like I could actually run. And it's still that way after a month of using them. They like still feel great.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so there's definitely something to the shoes you put on. But it also comes to like a mindset of like, you have to be willing to do it or try it. Like, I was very against cardio and running like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Like, I would never.
Yeah.
Like, the max cardio I would ever do because it was too much was 15 minutes or like 16 if I really pushed it. And then now I can run 30 minutes is rough. Like 30 minutes is pretty rough. 20 minutes is rough sometimes. But like That's 2 miles for me now, or it's a little over 2 miles. So
I
like,
can run or walk a really long time on a treadmill because I can watch TV and movies.
oh, I can't do it.
Oh,
I
I
hate it.
love it so much.
I hate it.
But when I'm walking, because our gym is still closed, when I'm walking, I don't want to watch something on my phone because I feel very distracted. Like,
Yeah.
I can't
Well, I
hear
mean,
as well and stuff.
I just turn on. I usually end up watching like a YouTube video, or if like somebody's new album came out, I just turn on the album and just like go.
But like, do you watch a video while you're
It's
walking?
in my pocket.
Oh, so you just listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, most YouTube videos that I'm listening to or watching, I don't really have to watch. Like, I'm not going to watch a video that I'm like, oh, I really want to watch this one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, like, if it's more of like one that has information that like the video I could take or leave, I'll watch those. I'll listen to those.
Okay.
Like, sometimes it is a podcast, but not that often is it a podcast. It's more often that it's like, I don't know, like a camera review or something where I'm just like listening to it, or like somebody talking about a piece of gear that like I don't have. I'm just curious about it. So I'll just like turn that on. I'm like, I don't really need to see what a lens looks like that he's talking about.
Right.
I don't really care. I'm like, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not interested. I'm just like, what's something that's going to keep me distracted enough to pay attention? Because half the time music just is like too the same. So then I start focusing on how tired I am from running.
Yeah.
So then we spiral in the wrong direction.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a hard time listening to music when I'm running because, I mean, it's the same reason why I can't listen to it when I work, because I just want to dance and choreograph. And I get way too distracted with like ideas that are coming up.
You should just start listening to like classical while you run.
Well, I have been, actually. I've been listening to the Bridgeton soundtrack.
God, what did I start?
I have a new obsession. Is that the game that's happening right now?
Yes, it is.
What?
The game that is, for anybody that cares, you'll already know this if you're a Dodger fan, but June 6th, the Dodgers currently bottom of the fifth, 10-4. It was 4-4 like, I don't know, a few minutes ago.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to have a lot of highlights to catch up on.
Yeah, and you're also going to have some nails you're going to have to redo.
No, I wasn't doing that. I was doing this.
I thought you were picking at it.
No. Okay, hold on.
Also, why are you looking at my stuff?
You opened your phone and it distracted me.
What did I know I cleared a notification I didn't want.
I am obsessed with Bridgerton.
Oh, I got on my phone because I don't care about this part.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not the only one here, because every time I ask someone if they've watched it, they're like, yes. And they've left us with a cliffhanger, and the second half of season 3 hasn't come out yet. But I'm so excited for it to come out. I cannot believe I was so late to the party. This show came out in 2020. And when you left, I watched it. And I caught up on the whole thing while you were gone.
Oh, when I went to Mexico. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
I was so happy that I could watch all the shows that you don't want to watch. I was like,
that and Sex and the City. I want nothing to do with them.
I love it all. But the songs that they use in Bridgerton are all like current songs, but it's orchestra versions.
You know what they are? It's the same people that every wedding uses for everything.
What?
Yeah, it's what is it, the piano guys or whatever they're called?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, because you played me the theme and it said whatever the artist was, or the something. Pull it up. I know what it is because it's the same artist that do all the covers of all of the popular songs that all of the brides and
Vitamin String.
Yes, they have done like all of the like wedding. People don't want to use the full version. They want like a cocktail hour, so they play their stuff, and it's all the pop songs, but it's like a string quartet.
It's so good.
Sure, but it just, when I heard the first one, I was like, oh, this is bringing me to flashbacks. If you're thinking about getting married recently, just like, don't use that music. Do something more interesting.
No, do it.
Do something more interesting. Everyone does that. Be different.
Like the person that just played, what was the song?
What?
one song, their entire
Toto from
yeah.
Africa. Toto. They played it the entire
You could just
time
do that.
until somebody noticed,
Yeah.
and then they changed it. You could do that.
You
That
could
would
do
be
that.
sick.
That would be sick.
You'll have that song burned into your skull for the next year.
Bridgerton's just there's so many good aspects of it. I didn't get it at first. I didn't watch it until recently, and I was like, I'm not interested in this. But they do such a good job. The outfits are amazing. The makeup is amazing. The acting is amazing. It's just great. You would hate it.
I feel like I would. From everything you've described it to me as, it's not something I'm interested in.
Not for you. That's okay.
Nope. But I did like Eric, the new Netflix series. I think it's a limited series. I don't think they're
It
doing.
is.
Oh yeah, because we watched the whole thing and we saw the end. There's no reason to do more.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. No, it was good. It's got Benedict Cumberbatch in it.
I just like his name.
Yeah, and I liked it. It's wild. It's wild. It's a time.
It was a lot.
It's a little dark, but it's kind of fun.
It was a good mix of dark and not really too dark.
They hint at and allude to a lot of extra dark things, but they don't get you there, which they'd let you go. I also watched Silo on both flights to and from Mexico, and it was pretty good. It was fine. I like the idea. I like the idea of it. I think if I had to summarize a review in 2 sentences, I would say it's good, comma, watch it, exclamation point. But it would be better, well, maybe semicolon.
I feel like, yeah.
Or
Gladys,
it's
Gladys,
I'm messing this up. You can help me. This is going to hurt. Okay, so here's how my 2 to 3 sentences would work. It's good. You could watch it. But it would be way better if it was only like half the length. Yeah. Each episode's about 50 minutes. They could have done each episode in 30 minutes.
Okay.
It would have been way better. Like a lot
You
better.
are more enticed to watch a show if it's 30-minute episodes than 40 to 50.
Well, okay. Yes. Except for the part where this show, you haven't watched it, so it's hard to explain unless you watch it.
But a lot of those same ones on Apple TV. I guess there's
the Apple
only
TV,
like 2.
Apple TV tends to be a slower paced show.
Yeah.
But
so pretty.
But these were a little excruciatingly slow on certain parts. Like certain things were like hanging on a scene that didn't feel like it deserved the hanging.
Yeah.
Like you're like leaving
Lingering.
you're like lingering a visual as the conversation kind of ended, and like the social cues or like their reactions to each other, like you could have cut her walking out of the room. You didn't have to see her walk out and down the stairs. Like you could have cut that like 4 steps before the doorway, and the stairs that she walks down are 10 steps after the doorway. Like you could have cut it.
Yeah.
Like you could have saved us
sense.
like 20 seconds. Like it would have been fine. Same exact answer to the story.
They have to have a reason.
Maybe the contract was it had to be a certain length, but the story makes the most sense in the amount of episodes they have, and like, you know, they have the story arcs in the episodes.
Honestly, be horrible to be on a project like that where it has to be a certain amount of time or like
constrained.
Yeah, because I think about like YouTube videos that I make every week, and sometimes the story doesn't need to be like I could make it a 10-minute video, but it doesn't need to be a 10-minute video. It's like a 5-minute video.
It depends how you do it, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I liked the show. Apparently they're doing a season 2.
Okay.
So if you've watched it, that's going to be wild. If you haven't watched it,
I have not.
Well, then get on it before it.
Before
maybe you could watch
season.
like a recap version of it.
I do like the idea of that.
But there's so much little cool stuff that happened that was fun about it. But it's almost like one of those that you could watch at like 1 1/4 speed. You'd be like, oh, sweet, okay.
My mom was listening to our podcast and she accidentally put it on. I think it was 1.5. I don't think it was 2.
Does it raise our voices? Or does it keep
She
us
just
at the
said-
same time?
She said we sounded like we were on drugs. And then no, she got it. Sorry, she had it on half speed.
Oh.
So it sounded like that for everything that we said.
That would be excruciating. Because I was going to say, I edit these on 1.5
You do.
speed, and it's jarring to hear how our cadence is slow after I've listened it to 1.5 speed for the whole edit.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't.
If you get stuck in that, like my mother, hi mom, you're able to change it. It's
Well,
It's a
it completely
setting.
depends on what app
It's a
you're
setting.
in.
Yeah.
YouTube, it's a different spot. Apple Podcasts,
you can change
Spotify.
it. So if we sound extremely fast or if we sound extremely slow, it's probably a setting that you need to change.
Yeah, but if we just sound kind of slow, it might just be us.
Well, that's what she said. She was like, I thought it was weird, but then I was like, oh, maybe they're really tired. And then she was like, no, this sounds like they're on something.
Carol, come on.
Come on.
What is this?
But yeah, I thought that was really funny.
That
I
is-
switched it back for her.
That is very funny.
Yeah.
Do you think I'll ever stop taking these Legos apart and
I
putting them together?
really don't. I almost need to get you like
I need-
another toy.
Well, it's either this or I fiddle with my phone probably, which
What?
this is a much better thing. I like playing with the Legos. I like
Were
taking
you
them
like
apart.
this in school?
I don't know.
I feel like you were.
Maybe. Were you like this in school?
I was just like this, how I am.
I never paid attention in school.
Actually, I never talked. I was very quiet.
Honestly, well, I don't feel like I do this so much anymore. Could be the tiredness and the amount of exercise, but I used to be able to focus more when I was fiddling with something that didn't matter. Like this?
Like a fidget spinner.
No, because those you get invested in. This is like it just unclicks and it clicks back in.
Okay.
Like I could do this and be listening to you and holding a conversation. A fidget spinner is far less that, I feel like. At least the ones that I've played with are way more distracting than they are like
Okay.
helpful. Yeah, I don't know. But that was the math teacher I had hated me because I would always like doodle or do something.
I remember you like
Um,
writing and doodling in class.
Yeah, I'd always do that. And she hated me because I would do fine on the tests. Like,
Yeah.
but she would always mark me wrong intentionally, even though I got it right. And I would show some of the work, so it could be my
Some
own
of
fault
the
for not
work.
showing all the work. But yeah, she made me, I had to take that in summer school. It was the only class I ever took in summer school. To be fair, I'm not good at math, but I do blame her for
You aren't
not
great at
liking me.
math. You keep doing math in your head and telling me this so confidently. Like, it's this. You did it yesterday. Yeah, it's this. And I was like, no, it's not.
What are you talking about?
You were telling me the math on some app or something that was like $12, and you were like, for
No, it was Adobe.
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, no,
And
I
you-
tried to do the math. It was $20 or $60 a month, and I was like, "It's 1,200." No, that's not the right math. That's 20 months.
You said it's 1,200.
And then I
so
thought about
confidently,
well,
and
then
I
I
just
thought
went,
about that for a second.
No.
I was like, "No, it's not. It's 720." I was like, "Oh, I got
I didn't
there."
have the answer for you because I didn't do the math that quickly in my head. I just knew that you were not
Yeah,
correct.
well, that's okay because I got to the math twice before you got to it once. So
so really, I'm the dummy here.
nailed it.
Wait, hold on.
Excuse
I
me.
was going to say that when we were in, I think it was geography or some class we had together, and you sat near me. You were always writing lyrics, and I thought you were writing lyrics. You were not writing lyrics. You were writing lyrics. Because a song came on
Okay, hold.
that I didn't know was someone else's song, and I was like, that's the lyric you were writing. So either you're a ghostwriter for these bands. It was All Time Low. It was
I'm
something
more
Brooklyn,
confused.
Hey LA.
Oh, I was probably listening to it on my iPod. and I was writing it
You were
down.
writing it. Yeah.
Yeah, just anything to get me out of that class. Yeah, that makes more sense. Because I was like, what are you talking about?
Which is so funny to think about now that you weren't like even like doodling, drawing, or like you were literally just writing lyrics to look like you were doing something.
Yeah. I don't like, I don't know. I've not been a fantastic drawer. I could be, I guess, if I tried more, but I
Yeah,
don't.
back to the committing to trying and really doing it. You could.
Man,
There's too many things.
there's a lot of things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
There's too many.
You're doing it to yourself. I was going to say
to-
I'm sorry, but I'm not forcing you to do any of it.
I mean, yeah, you are.
Mm.
I have to.
I do have
she
gifts
said,
that I need you to
see? Well, I can't use them because Adobe ruined their software now, so we're not allowed to use their software.
By June or July 1st, I need
Why are
them.
you slapping your legs?
I don't
You're
know.
making lots of noise.
Sorry.
No, I think Andrew already texted me that they have an elaboration that states that it's
Okay.
not as big of a deal as their dumb legal wording. For the vagueness that is that. I don't really know very much outside of I saw a couple posts on the internet, and then I asked my friend who is slightly connected with Adobe. So he's now informing me when Adobe says something. But I guess Adobe reissued their terms of use today or terms of service today, and it said, I'm butchering it, but it said something along the lines of like, they can use all of the content that comes through that you put into it for some form of like licensing.
And it's an editing software. So like
So Adobe is the company that creates Photoshop, Premiere, Lightroom,
I'm sure more.
Illustrator, and a lot of others. But basically think of anything that you have seen, whether that be on a streaming service or on TV or on a billboard or in a magazine or on Instagram or TikTok, it probably touched Adobe at some point.
Yeah,
They're like
good
they're
point.
the biggest company that deals with creative stuff. They're also arguably the best. Yeah, but they changed this so it was like a thing, and basically their terms of service breach every single creative person's NDA.
Yeah.
So if you have an NDA, you're basically SOL.
I do want to read that because that's crazy.
He did text me that they have they literally built a website link elaboration.
Yeah, they had
for it.
Sure.
So I assume that it's already cleared up. So
Yeah.
I'm not that worried about it. But it is funny because
the game is now 11-4.
Yeah, top of the 6th. I got to turn this off. You're just like staring at this. You don't even want to podcast no more.
Oh, I want to go see what happened.
Okay. Well, thanks for being here. I guess we're done. You know.
Sorry, yeah.
God. You.
What?
I don't know.
You started with cereal with coffee. Come on, man. Things are getting wild over here.
I mean, there are far worse things.
That's true. Thank you very much for being here. If you would like episodes early and exclusives, please get a membership at glitterandcatlitter.com or on YouTube. And we'll see you on the next one.